How was everyone doing? Super excited and flattered to be here talking with each and every last one of you all. But y'all know how I like to kick this thing off. Do one of the three things for me right now. I need you to like, share, and comment because you never know who might need to hear this. And the whole purpose of me coming to you week in and week out is to become the river and not the reservoir. So this provides you all with so much value that you can go out there and provide value to others. Welcome back to our channel family. It is DT Stairchair and I am your unstuck mentor. And I just got one question for you today. Are you ready for some truth that will shake up your relationships, your mindset, and then most of all, your life? Because today we are diving into one of the most powerful principles in your personal development. The people you attract are a mere reflection of who you are. I'm going to say it again. The people you attract are a mirror reflection of who you are. I want you to put this in the comments. Don't feel some type of way. But my circle reflects my growth. If you feel like the people that you're around aren't changing with your growth, you need to change the people around you. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Because the more that you hang around these people, whoever they might be, it could bring you down over time. And I heard this quote: the longer you sit in the barbershop, you're more likely to get a haircut. So check your environment, because here's the truth. If you are not satisfied, like I just told you, with the people that you have in your life, it's time for you to take a hard look in that mirror. Who are you? Because you are attracting these people into your life. You are attracting these people into your life. I know, that's why I said don't get mad at them, but just write down that statement. But don't worry. If you stumbling into this, or this video resonates with you, or you know you need practice with this, don't worry, I got you. Because in this video, we are going to uncover how your energy, your mindsets, and your habits shape the relationships that you attract, and how you can elevate yourself to attract better. Let me ask you another question. Do you ever wonder why certain people keep showing up in your life with different faces? Do you ever wonder why certain people keep showing up in your life with different faces? The friends, the business partners, the romantic relationships, it is not a coincidence. It is a reflection. So don't think about, well, why this keep happening to me, or why I keep running into this same situation, why I keep getting done like this, why I can't never prosper but after this. Write this down. Your relationships are a mirror of your inner world. Your relationships are a mirror of your inner world. And before we even get into this, I'm not going into this just beating you up. I'm going into this hitting you so I can wake you up. The way you think, the way you carry yourself, and the way you treat others create a vibe. Now, we all know what vibe is. You heard some in the song, that's a vibe. Okay, we all know what vibe is. But I really want you to be able to understand you create a vibe. Now, a vibe, in sense, in a subconscious sense, is your frequency. And that frequency determines who shows up in your life. The people who shows up in your life, you are vibrating at the frequency to be able to attract them into your life. You're a magnet. So if you're attracting people who drain your energy, bring drama, or hold you back, it's not about blaming them. It's about asking yourself, what in me is allowing this? You gotta ask yourself, what in me is allowing this? That's the hard truth. But here's the good news. When you change you, you change who you attract. I'm gonna say it again. You probably can write that down. When you change you, you change who you attract. First thing you gotta understand is this. The law of attraction begins with you. And I know we're in this big arena where we always talking about growth or personal development or just the law of attraction, the universe, whatever the case might be. But this law is law, which means law, it doesn't change. It doesn't waver. It's going to happen. Just like the law of gravity. If you throw something in the air, it's going to fall down. That's gravity. Same thing with the law of attraction. This cannot be changed or this cannot be altered. Whether you believe in it or not, it happens in your life every single day. Whether it be your relationships, the situations that you in, the business, the failed business, whatever it is. The law of attraction is always in works. So write this down. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. If you want to attract people who are more ambitious, kind, or positive, you got to become that person first. Same thing with your goals. If you want big goals, you need a big change in the person who you are. You got to become somebody else in order to be able to hold these goals and to manage these goals or to achieve these goals. Achieve then, manage then, hold. Why? Because energy flows where your energy grows. Energy flows where your energy grows. Like attract likes. Like attract like. Like attract like. Let me tell you a quick story. I once worked with someone who was just very toxic. They love the toxicity in their life. So by default, you being around this person, you become toxic. Now, you might be saying, well, why even hang with a toxic person? But you must understand, people do this on a daily basis where they trauma bond with other people and then nothing come from it. And then now you ask yourself, why is all this stuff going on in my life? Because it's a part of you that's unhealed that keeps giving them access to infect you. I know they hit hard, but it's just true. If you allow it around you, it grows more. Just like weeds. It don't take much for weeds to grow. They're going to grow anyway. But you get to control the space that it grows in, and then you are the one that can cut them down. So if you're just walking around with low self-esteem or unresolved anger or a scarcity mindset, guess who is going to show up? People that match that vibe. And then, like I just said in the beginning, what is vibe? Your frequency. You are vibrating at that level to attract these things into your life. So here's your homework. I know you're right. Why, DT, why you giving me homework in the beginning of you teaching? I need you to take a mirror moment. Ask yourself, what kind of energy am I putting into the world? What kind of energy am I putting into the world? And I want you to be honest. And I want you, after you write this down, say, I am leveling up my energy. Because you have checked the level of frequency or energy that you are allowing into this world. I am leveling up my energy. So now, Let's talk about standards. Your standards determine your circle. Period. I just ended the sentence, and I can just walk off. Yeah, I'm gonna walk off. Your standards determine your circle. I need you to write this down. You can't attract what you tolerate. You can't attract what you tolerate. If you're tolerating disrespect, inconsistency, or negativity in your relationships, that's the level you're going to keep attracting. That's like if you go through a breakup, you need to take time to assess what just went wrong in order to build yourself into a new person to handle the level of relationship that you want to attract. So let me give you an analogy. Imagine you're a thermostat, not a thermometer. A thermostat or a thermometer reacts to the temperature around it, but a thermostat sets the temperature. I'm going to say it again. A thermometer reacts to the temperature around it, but a thermostat sets the temperature. You've got to set the standard for how people treat you. If they can't rise to it, they don't belong in your circle. I'm going to be totally honest with you. If the people around you can't rise to the standards that you set, they don't need to be in your circle. It's simple. It might be hard, but it's simple. And then here's the key. Your standards have to start with how you treat yourself. I didn't mean to step on any toes or hit anybody, but it starts with how you treat yourself. If you're not showing yourself love, respect, care, or you're just giving other people permission to do the same, because if you don't exemplify this for yourself, you basically just signing a permission slip for people to do you any kind of way. So I want you to ask yourself this. Are you setting boundaries? And I'm not just talking about any boundaries. I'm talking about healthy boundaries. Are you communicating your needs? What do you need from this person, this situation, or relationship? And number 3, are you living up to the standards you expect from others? You can't expect something from others if you aren't doing it yourself. I'm going to say that again. You can't expect something from others if you aren't doing it yourself. Write this down. I set the standard. I set the standard. Because when you raise your standards, your circle will naturally elevate to meet them. If you have the right circle. So now it's time to do a filtration process. When you raise your standards, your circle will naturally elevate to meet them. Now let's talk about growth. Because I can't talk about all this and then not talk about growth. Because this is where the real transformation happens. Write this down. Growth shifts your circle. When you grow, you naturally outgrow some people. And that's okay. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad. Don't feel down with yourself when you outgrow the people who you once was comfortable around. Everybody can come with you to your level, your next level. That's a gem. Everybody can't come with you to your next level. Because see, growth, it breaks out of things. Now let me ask you this, and I want to give you another simple analogy. Those shoes that you once wore when you were little, can you wear them now? I'm talking about like 4 or 5. And you sitting up here in 18, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. You can't wear those shoes. Guess what? Because you got to a new level. You outgrow things. And the more you stay in it, the more pain that you feel. And I want you to think about this. When a rocket takes off, it has to shed parts of itself in order to reach higher altitudes. It have to. Once it's going up, it's just dismantling some things in order for it to go higher. And that's the same way when it comes to you. Grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, so that some people won't be able to handle your elevation. And for the people who can't handle it, that's fine with me. That's not a reflection of them. It's a reflection of where you're heading. Some things have to shed off you in order for you to grow into the person who you truly need to become. So here's the key. Don't shrink to keep people in your life. I'm going to say that again. Don't shrink to keep people in your life. Keep growing and trust your growth will attract people who will align with your higher self. And if this whole thing just resonates with you, I just need you to type in the comments, I'm growing and my circle is glowing. I'm growing and my circle is glowing. But last but not least, let's talk about gratitude. My most favorite thing to talk about. Because even as you grow and you evolve, don't forget to appreciate the people who have been there for you along the way. I might leave you, but in the midst of it, I thank you because you was a part of my process. Write this down. Gratitude keeps your heart open to connection. Gratitude keeps your heart open to connection. While you're leveling up, take a moment to reflect on the relationships that truly shaped you, whether they be good or whether they be bad. I want you to just take that time to just sit and start to reflect with yourself about the relationships that have shaped you, whether it be good or whether it be bad. Because truth is, even the challenging people in your life have taught you lessons that helped you grow, even if it didn't feel good. And the more grateful you are for those lessons, the more you attract relationships that reflect your growth. Not only just your growth, but get this, your purpose. And I just want to bring this whole thing home to you all, family. Well, bring it to a head or bring it home for you. If you want to attract better people into your life, you got to focus on being the best version of yourself. Notice, with everything that was said, that revolving door always come back around to you. You are the starting point, and you will be the end point. So the more that you input into yourself, the more that's pushed out of yourself. So this is what I need you to do. Here's the action plan. I'm not going to leave without some action. Number one, check your energy. What vibe or frequency are you putting out? Number two, raise your standards. Do not settle for less than you deserve, because the moment you start settling is the moment when disgust set in. And then number three, commit to your growth. Keep leveling up and trust that your circle will elevate too. And then even if your circle don't elevate, just get those people away from around you. But don't go about it in a nasty sense. Still be grateful for the people that you have in your life that was a part of the journey when it came to your growth. But that's number four, show your gratitude. Appreciate the journey and the people who have been a part of it. But before you go, y'all already know, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. Hit that like button if this message resonated with you, and then drop a comment about what you are going to do to attract better relationships into your life. What are you going to do to start to attract those better relationships into your life? And then also, share this video with someone who needs this reminder. Don't be stingy with the information that you get. Like I just told you in the beginning of the video, I'm coming to be the river and not the reservoir. So you be the same way. Give out as much value as possible, because the value that you give out, it could potentially help somebody shift their relationship, but then most of all, their self. The people in your life, remember this, the people in your life are a mirror reflection of who you are. So if you want better, be better. I will see you all at the top. The more you know, the more you grow. Remember, your mindset is your creation, so make it great. I'm somewhere believing in you, and let's work together. And I'll see you at the top. All right?